hanging out here today. We're going back to horizontal live shows. So I don't know what difference it makes, but it's going to make a difference today. Thanks everybody for joining me. We'll see if anybody wants to come in at this time of day. I'm not sure we're actually live. I got to do a little research here on the other phone and see if I'm actually even live. Live. Thanks for coming in now. Okay, there we go. Red Diesel's in the house. What's up? What's up? I am getting unloaded at US Foods. I need a 3-hour break here. I need 3 hours. Y'all know what that means. They're unloading this as fast as it can come off. I mean, when you need 3 hours, you can't get it. I had to take a split break last night. I came through the West Virginia Turnpike yesterday. That was an absolute nightmare. Holiday traffic. Don't do that again. I know not to do that again. That's what I've been doing. Hanging out. How's the audio? We got good audio. I'm kind of screaming. I don't have my headset on because I'm using my secondary phone. I need my primary phone to pay lumpers and whatnot. So, let's see. Turn the volume down on that. I get to some comments. Let me find an account here. Oh, any day now. Come on, phone. Come on, Verizon and your 4G. You slacking ass 4G. But yeah, got here. Showed up. Excuse me. I showed up at the guard shack at 4:50 a.m. and the guy told me to come back at 5 o'clock. Literally made me drive out of the gate and go drive around for 10 minutes. I swear to God. I swear to God. I ain't trying to make it a big complaining type day, but let's see what we got here. God, I ain't trying to make it a big complaining type day, but let's see what we got here. God, I ain't trying to make it a big complaining type day, but okay. We got audio. Yeah, I need a 3-hour break here, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Y'all know how it is. When you need 3 hours, they won't, like I said, come on, man. He's already got me green lighted again. Oh, that might be the fastest I've ever been unloaded at damn US Foods. I literally have been in the door for 15 minutes. Are you kidding me? I gotta have a 3-hour break. Yeah, so what's everybody else up to? Smash that like button if you could. I'm trying to get the likes going on this one. Let's see. I'd like to start a poll. I don't know if I can do that or not, though, in this version. It's not giving me that option here. So, regarding weekly recap. So, I thought about spending the next month, like from now to the end of the year, getting caught up. And just doing like a weekly recap video like every 3 days until I'm caught up. Would y'all prefer that or just skip ahead? Because I could literally skip the whole month of November. Oh, don't do it to me, buddy. You way too close. Oh, watch that trailer swing out. Sorry. Luckily, his tandems are almost all the way to the back, so he's all right. Yeah, it's a madhouse around here this morning. I cannot believe they got me in a door at my appointment time. Technically, it's just now my appointment time. I had a 6:30 appointment here. So they get me in the door early. I'm already green lighted. I mean, they've unloaded it. I had 24 pallets. Now, it'll probably take them half the day to count it, so maybe that'll be my saving grace. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about the weekly recap. If you're watching this on a replay, leave me a comment about that because, I thought about skipping, maybe like 4 or 5 weeks and kind of getting caught back up a little bit, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of skipping weeks. I don't want to skip weeks and people think that, I'm skipping them because they weren't good weeks or whatever. I mean, some were good, some were bad. A lot of mid range weeks. $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 weeks. So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let me get to some comments here. Thanks again for everybody coming in and joining me this early. It's going to be a big month for YouTube for me. I'm finna crank out some content this month. Been slacking a little bit the last couple months, and the YouTube money has fallen off hard on me. So I got to get back to making some money. Red Diesel's in the house. Good morning. The Rookie Trucker. Both channel members. Good morning. DIY Shimmy's in the house. Channel member. Man, channel members showing up today. If you want a channel membership, it's right down there. You can go to the same place you leave super chats. This little dollar symbol right here, down in the corner. Let's see if you can do the triple tap on this. No, not that way. You got to hit the old-fashioned thumbs up button on this one. You got to go to the like button. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming in. Let me see if I can get back to the live chat here. Scott Rolla's in the house. G Friday's in the house. What's up, everybody? Nickel Please is in the house. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning. He's half leprechaun, if you didn't know. Grumpy Trucker says, hello from the Timmy Horton headquarters. Woo, Timmy Horton. They turned the Tim Horton near my house into a KFC. Tim Hortons did not work near my house. And that's in Minnesota. It was a poorly run Tim Hortons, let me tell you. Every time I went there, I used to get their apple fritters. And every time I would go there to get a box of apple fritters, they would always be out of them. And I say, okay, well, give me a box of this. Oh, we're out of that. I literally went down the menu one time, like 5 items. And finally I was like, well, just give me a Mountain Dew. And they're like, we're out of Mountain Dew. I was like, I'm out of here. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Midwest Dave's in the house. I ain't even been to bed yet. I slept for about 5 hours last night on a 7-hour split break. That West Virginia Turnpike was gone, son. Gone. There was a stretch yesterday where it took me about an hour to go 9 miles, maybe 10 miles, something like that. I had to shut her down. Sorry, we got backup beeper Willie over here. 9 pull-ups. It's straight line back, buddy. Straight line. Put that some bitch in there already. What are we doing? Red Diesel says, looking to replace my hotspot. Is Nomad still working out good for you? T-Mobile came out with something similar. Thoughts? So I love the Nomad. I've had the Nomad for about 10 months now. It's great having Wi-Fi in the truck like that. And I don't have to worry about my Verizon hotspot turning on and turning off. It likes to turn off after so long. And my GPS runs off of data. So it's kind of a pain having to go in and turn my Verizon hotspot on all the time. So it's nice to have the Nomad. I do like the Nomad. I would recommend it. I have T-Mobile hotspot at the house, which is really nice at the house when you're in a metropolitan area. It works great. But T-Mobile they said something about they were going to geo-fence the T-Mobile hotspot to your house. Like, because people are taking their T-Mobile hotspot to, like, parties and stuff. And they said they're going to geo-fence it to your house. So I would ask T-Mobile about that before I tried to put one in the truck. But yeah, Nomad's been working great for me. Really good speeds. If I wasn't doing the show on the, let's see what I can do it on the phone here. Let's do a test my internet speed. Verizon says I got 4G right here on my phone. This is the phone. This is not Nomad. I'll give you a straight up. I ain't hiding nothing. I'm doing this live show on the Nomad. This phone here is my GPS phone. It runs off Nomad all the time. I take the Nomad home with me when I go home with me, and I got my own Wi-Fi. because I got the T-Mobile at the house, but everybody's on that. So there you go. There is the Verizon numbers, 31.5 and 8.27. Now let's switch that over to Wi-Fi. 31 and 8, I think is what it was. All right, we're officially on Wi-Fi. Let's run her again. Run test. Go test, go. This is the Nomad versus the Verizon Internet. And let's go. Really good in like rural areas. That's why I like it. So there you go. 36 and basically 4. 36 and 4. Very similar to the Verizon phone, what it's getting right now. So there you go. And it actually does better in more rural spots. I'm kind of in I'm outside of a major area right now. So, yeah, pretty good numbers. Pretty good numbers. I like it. I like it. I pay for the Nomad. It's worth having. Just depends on what you want. Jerome Jones in the house. Good morning. Glenn's in the house. Hey, Cash. You should make it pretty good since this guy Trucks is just doing political now. Oh, nobody wants to hear a trucker's political views. Not me. I was standing inside here at the U.S. Foods waiting to check in earlier, and there was about 7 or 8 truck drivers standing in there. And, they start off talking about the weather, and then they talk about traffic, and then it never fails. It either turns political, guns, or something along that line. Something I don't care about your opinion on, I always tell people, if you hunt down a bear and you take the arms off a bear, you have the right to bear arms. Okay, anybody? Midwest Dave says, I enjoy the recaps. It'd be cool with you skipping ahead to current rates. Yeah, quite curious as what's going on out there currently. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I'm like, for people building a business plan, the most current information would probably be the best. That's what I'm thinking. Midwest Dave, I enjoy the recaps. Be cool with you skipping ahead. Okay, I just read that one. You just read that one. Luce in the house. Good morning from Clifton, New Jersey. Ooh, waking up in New Jersey. Come on. Come on with it. I got to have me a Red Cola. Got any more of them yellow ones in there? I like them yellow ones. Yellow. Got me a bag of these berry medleys. I don't think they're sugar free though. They've been up there since last winter. They kind of stick to the paper, but whatever. Whatever. Very soothing. Don't put it down your pants. It ain't that kind of soothing. Scott says, I'm disappointed in y'all. Before I bought this truck, y'all was telling me I would get rich. No one warned me about the asshole I was going to be working for. Yeah, I've said it all along. My boss is quite the asshole. It ends up that way when you're self-employed, though. The Broke Woke Jokes is in the house. Cash, a.k.a. Peter Griffin. Oh, man, does my chin look like a nut sack? A little bit. I've started laughing like that. Thank you for the $2. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. So I don't know why I decided to do the vertical, the horizontal, excuse me. I don't know. I thought doing it the other way, doing the vertical, it ain't getting no more views anymore. Everybody does it that way, so I go back and do it this way. Just thought. Just a thought. Scott says, I only seem to be getting rich in sarcasm. Yes. A wealth of sarcasm. You drive a truck long enough, yes, you will have a wealth of sarcasm. Let's see. I am 1 hour and 34 minutes into my 3-hour break. So, I'll be honest with you. I would just sneak back over there somewhere and park and make them run me off, because I got to get that 3-hour break in. It's got to be a 3-hour break here. I need the Gilligan's Island. I need a 3-hour tour. Mew says, are you waiting for a puck up? A puck up. Sure. I always wait for that. Dale Mandit's in the house. Taterhead Trucker. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks for coming in. Thanks to everybody for coming in. I'm watching the sunrise over here. From the U.S. Foods. U.S. Foods. This place turned into a madhouse. We went from nobody to everybody. It's a very big facility, which is surprising because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, maybe. I mean, there's a big metropolitan back that way, but we're a pretty good ways out from that. Broke woke jokes in the house. Peter Griffin, I like that. I like that. Snorlord's in the house. What up, Snorlord? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. I'm about to cook a can of Spam for breakfast. I meant to set that up before I went live. Huh. I could have been cooking Spam live on YouTube. I could have been cooking Spam, son. Let's see here. Can we get it? Come on. There we go. There we go. Show y'all how I set up this. Can't keep me from cooking Spam. Yeah. Damn, I got a lot of food in here. Food on top of food on top of food. Delicious. Spam like. Got somebody backing next to me over here. I got to keep an eye on them. Woo! Tell me that don't look good. Spam time. Am I allowed to cook meat on YouTube? I'm not 100% sure I'm allowed to cook meat on YouTube. This could offend someone. Don't worry. All this delicious food will be eaten. Set my delicious Spam up there for a minute. A very loud cooker. Oh, yeah. Let's get it going. Put some foil in there. Everybody tell me how aluminum foil causes Alzheimer's. Even though, we know it doesn't. Got to have low heat for your spam. Always start your spam on low heat. That's my recommendation. I like my spam thick. I don't know about y'all. I like my spam like I like my women from Iowa. Thick and hot. So I'm cheap. I'm going to eat off of that same paper plate. All right. And now we're cooking spam. There you go. There's the setup. That's how easy it is. Always cook delicious meats in your truck, I recommend. Always cook meat. We'll see what the comments are up to while the spam cooks. La la la. Wow. Snorlord T Hill made it in. Good morning, drivers. It's cold. I'd like to see a witch's titty. Yeah. A little comparison. I like to stick my hand outside and then squeeze some witch's titty with the other one and see which one's colder. Come on. Ghost cats in the house. What's happening if a driver is at fault for a load going bad? I haven't found any info on the subject. I read insurance doesn't cover that. Well, I think it depends on how it goes bad. You know, now where I'm leased on at, we had a driver that had a load go bad, and the company and the insurance kind of found him at fault for that because his reefer unit stopped working, and he waited. I think it was like over a day to tell someone the reefer unit wasn't running. So the company was like, you kind of got to let us know, which I get because anytime I tell them there's a problem with a reefer trailer, they immediately route me to the closest dealership. Like, they don't play around. They get it fixed. No matter, I've seen some big repair bills on trailers and they get it done. So depends on who's at fault. If you got the temperature set wrong, that's a driver thing. Again, here where I'm at, they have started putting the Keep Trucking sensors in the trailer so they can check the temperature from the computer, which I'm fine with because, I've been doing this for, a decade now. You set the trailer at what they tell you to set it at, it's just what it is. Yeah, I think it would just depend on whose fault it was, if the customer's got the wrong temperature on there, that's on them. I don't know. It just depends. I had to take a load to a landfill one time, and it was because the shipper and the receiver did not agree on the temperature that the load was set at. And if I'm not mistaken, we froze something that wasn't supposed to be frozen, but it said on the paperwork, -10. And I forgot what the product was, but it was like something like if you froze it, it's pretty much ruined. It gets ice crystals in it and waters it down, and you can't freeze everything. So I remember that. That was so long ago. That was probably 5-6 years ago. I don't remember the details on it. Starting to smell like spam up in here. Sorry. I don't have the patience for hard candy. How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? I don't know. I ain't got that kind of patience. Mm, mm. Yeah, I guess it would just come down to the logistics of who's at fault on that. Got my Spam going. I like to let the Spam cook on a low temperature for a minute. Get a little grease going in the pan, you know. Get a little spammy. I don't like my Spam to stick, you know. So I started out real slow, let the pan get a little grease in it, and then I slowly turn the heat up on it. Whew, smelling good though. I gotta be honest with you. If you don't know, if you just tuned in, smash the like button for me. I'd like to get a bunch of likes on this, but I'm cooking Spam in the truck over here. Delicious canned meats. That's how we living. That's how we live. And actually, this is how I make a lid for the pan. Kind of mash it down that way the grease and all goes back into the pan. But yeah, I don't mess with putting a lid on that pan because it's dirty. It's hard to clean in the truck. I mean, honestly, this big ass roll of aluminum foil, I've had it long enough. The box is coming apart. I mean, aluminum foil is so cheap, you know. I mean, I've had this for like 3-4 months already. Just do whatever. But the cleanup is the key. I try to keep everything where I can just easily clean it, you know. Wipe it off with a paper towel. When I'm done with all that foil, I'll just throw all that right in the trash. So that's what's up with that. Red Diesel is in the house, channel member. Thanks for coming in. The very first person in here, by the way, if you didn't know. If you didn't know. Especially when he is whining. Oh, he's talking about this guy Trucks, I think. Especially when he's whining about Trump every day. Derangement syndrome is strong with that guy. Politics is done with me. Crying every day is not fine. Yeah. Thank God the election's over. I don't give a damn who won, honestly. Don't care. I don't vote. Don't care. What happens at the White House does not affect what happens at my house most of the time, you know? So, you know, there's that. We'll let that simmer for a minute. Them might be ready to flip for the first time. Ooh, yeah, looking good. Getting a little tan on it. Oh, right. Yeah, buddy, sliced it thick. So, I'll be honest with you guys. I got the Spam light, and it's because of less salt. Okay. Now I'm not afraid of salt. I ate a lot of salt. You know, it's actually more dangerous to be low on salt than high on salt. If you high on salt, you drink some water, you'll pee it out. If you're low on salt, you could die. Just saying. But Spam regular has too much salt for taste for me. So I get the Spam light, which has less salt. And I like it. It's still salty, but it's not as much salt. You know what I mean? So that's why we do that. Let's see. But yeah, politics. I'm so over politics. Ain't no politician cares about any of us. Okay? All politicians want to do is line their pockets. And how do they do it? On the backs of us. That's what happens. So, BTC Truckers in the house. What up, bro? Good morning, brother Cash. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I had an awesome Thanksgiving. Normally, I stay out on the road for Thanksgiving. I think in the last 5 years, this is maybe the second Thanksgiving I've been home for. Um, so normally I'll stay out and we'll do a Thanksgiving like the week before or the week after. And but I've noticed anymore rates aren't better. It's why stay out. Rates are not better, you know. Used to rates were better, but I think, and this is not a dig on the foreigners. I'm just saying, I think there's enough drivers to cover the freight when most people go home for Thanksgiving. Because if you're from, wherever, you don't care about the American Thanksgiving. It's not a tradition in your world. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean when I say the foreigners. You know, so to me, there's no premium on working holidays much anymore. So I just go home. Had a great Thanksgiving though. Yes. Nickel Please says just not allowed to smoke meat on the YouTube. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I do. I like to cook meat in the truck. I cooked hamburger patties last night for dinner. 4 of them. I think they're quarter-pound. They might be more than that though, because them things, I'm pretty sure they're quarter-pound. They're 85.15, like the frozen patties you get in a bag. You know, they come like in a tube, like a tube bag. Throw 4 of those in the air fryer. The only reason I'm using the butane stove right now is I'm trying to burn up all the butane I got, and then I'm just going to get rid of it because the air fryer is more convenient. Like, I got to sit here and watch this. The air fryer, I put it in there, I forget about it. And this, you got to kind of watch it. It makes a little bit more of a mess if you're not paying attention. It's just a thing. It's a thing. Let's see. Ghost Cat, even broccoli screams when you rip it from the ground. I always say broccoli and spinach and stuff like that's not people food. That's not people food. Yeah. I mean, hey, eat what you want to eat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to tell anybody what to eat. Time to flip it again, I think. I think it's getting time to bump the temperatures up a little bit. It's getting time to crank it up a bit. Boy, that smells good. I got to tell you. That smells delicious. Delicious. So yeah, when people tell you they can't cook in the truck or, we crank that heat up just a little bit. We get that done. We'll get that done for breakfast. But yeah, people tell you they can't cook in the truck, man. I say it's so easy to cook in the truck. You just got to make the cleanup easy. That's where it's at. Big rolls of everyday non-stick rentals. Boom. Avocado oil in the spray can makes it really easy. Then, even if you get something, most things won't stick to this, but if you do get something that'll stick to it, a little of that spray avocado oil, take care of that. Yeah. And there's a rumor on the internet that cooking with foil gives you Alzheimer's. It does not. They have located the protein that causes Alzheimer's. I would say a high sugar diet causes Alzheimer's more than aluminum foil does. So, and we're truckers. We live in a toxic environment. I was buying fuel yesterday at Love's, and the guy at the stall next to me, his nozzle fell out mid. Just sprayed diesel everywhere, and I was like, just the smell of breathing all that diesel and everything. I was just like, it's a very toxic environment we're in here. Let's see, Scott. You can cook your meat, just cannot beat your meat. Anybody want to see me beat that? Come on. Come on now. This is a kid's show. Is it? No. If your kids are listening, uh, hey, they're learning. They're learning. Don't repeat Uncle Cash's mistakes is what you should be telling them. Oh, me. Scott says, I send pics of BOL to the company I'm leased to with temp highlighted. Yes, most of the time whenever my carrier sends me a rate con, they highlight the temperature on the rate con. And then I verify that temperature with the BOL. And if the temperatures don't match, somebody's calling. I'm getting somebody out of bed. I don't care what time it is. I'm not leaving until we get it fixed. So, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with it. Cover your butt, right? It's always about covering your butt. Red Diesel says, I want to smoke a brisket. Ooh, they have indoor smokers. Costco had one the other day. I damn near bought an indoor smoker by GE. Thought about getting one of those for the truck. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I turned the heat up a little bit, so I got to pay attention to this. I don't want it sticking. Because it gets a little sticky when you crank the heat up on it. It's weird. Spam, it's like it ain't got enough fat to not stick, which is weird because, it's like 12% fat by volume. Maybe more than that. But it gets sticky. Oh, when Spam gets sticky, you know it's getting ready to eat. I like to put a little browning on it, get it a little crispy. I like my Spam about a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch thick. How you like your Spam? How you like your Spam? Daisy May, early morning Tourette's. Yes, I got the Tourette's. A little bit of the Tourette's. Ghost Cat says, who do you work for? Ooh, you want my referral code? Can I refer you? Can I throw you under the bus for a couple $100 bills? Oh, I don't talk about who I work for. Scott says, I'm leased to Frey Miller, $1.70 plus fuel surcharge. I've heard of that program. That's a nice sounding program they got there at the Frey Miller. DOT Trucking says, good morning, Daddy Cash from Carrollton, Texas. Trying to get rid this shed off my trailer. Rates ain't go up no more on holidays because foreigners don't got no family, nor they celebrate our holidays. Yeah, exactly. That was the exact point I was making there. There's no premium on holidays anymore, so unless I can get a good load, I just go home. I got home Monday, and I said, "Ooh, I should get a short load from like Minneapolis to Chicago, Minneapolis to Des Moines, Minneapolis to St. Louis. Like my 1-day run, like a 500-mile run." And then I said, you know what the odds are? I do a 1-day run out, and then there's nothing to come back, and I have to deadhead back. And at that point, I just hauled somebody's freight for cost. So I just told them, I said, find me a load for Friday. I'm home Monday to Friday. Had a great 4 or 5 days at the house. Just, played Minecraft. Played my new favorite game, FIFA. Anybody play FIFA? The soccer game? I don't think it's called FIFA anymore. It's called Soccer Club, Football Club, something like that. But it's basically FIFA. Woo! Damn, that Spam's popping and cracking on me. That stuff says, eat me. Eat me, you fat bastard. Got to move them around a little bit. I got a hot spot there. Uh-oh. We got a hot spot. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get off here in a minute and eat this, folks. I will recommend, if you cook Spam in the truck, do put something on top of it, like that little piece of foil. That steam really makes your Spam cook better, in my opinion. Let's see. T-Dot, you still in that old school rig? No, I'm back in my new 579. My 579. T-Dot, which Hotshot product you used during winter? Been using everyday treatment and using steel, but when temps gets too low, what do you use? Honestly, when it comes to winter treatment, Hotshot makes a winter treatment, but honestly, I buy whatever is the cheapest, whatever I can find on sale. I've got some Staybill winter treatment I bought at the end of last year. I typically buy my winter fuel treatment in the spring, and I just put it in a plastic bin, and then when it starts to get cold out, I put it back in the truck. But I don't know. I think I've got about 10 bottles of Staybill back there. I've got a bottle of Hotshot back there. I usually use about 5 bottles a year. I mean, I buy treated fuel, and unless the truck's just going to be sitting all week in the cold, I really don't treat my fuel very much. I buy treated fuel. I buy most of my fuel in Illinois and Wisconsin. When I go down south, I'll buy enough to get me back to Illinois, because Illinois is just where I get the best price minus ifta. So I buy most of my fuel there. I got fuel for $2.96 in Illinois the other day. You take ifta out of that. What is that? That brings it down to like $2.20, $2.21 a gallon. So I'll buy just enough here down south. I'm in the south right now. I'll buy just enough here to get me back to that fuel stop, and then I'll buy enough there to get me home. And then typically on my way back out, I'll stop in Wisconsin, buy a little bit, do all that. So yeah, but I usually buy whatever's cheapest. Be sure to hit that like button, everybody. I appreciate 38 people hanging out with me this morning. I'm cooking Spam over here. If you're just tuning in, I got some Spam cooking there. I'm fixing to get off here and eat some delicious Spam meat. Scott says, okay, gotta go and start the 8 picks today. Woo, 8 picks. Come on, son. Come on, son. Gene Scott says, what's up, Mr. Cash? Not much. Getting unloaded at U.S. Foods. I need a 3-hour break here. We are currently 2 hours and 1 minute into that 3-hour break. So, let's hope they hold me up for at least one more hour. If not, I'll have to pull off over here to the side and just be an asshole about it. Roger Berry's in the house. Hey, now, Shannon Thomas Trucking made it in. What's up? T-Dot Trucking says, I usually get diesel form. Okay. Never heard of that one. We're cooking delicious Spam meat. Delicious Spam meat this morning. It is making me hungry. There you go. It's pretty much done at this point for me. That's crispy enough. It's got me feeling a certain kind of way over here. I'm getting a little hot. Uh-oh. We're scorching the Spam. Can't scorch my Spam. Yeah. Uh-oh. Flipper, come on. Oh, that one's stuck. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I scorched it a little bit. I'll go ahead and turn that off, I guess. That's done cooking. We'll let it sit in there and reconstitute, marinate in its own juices. Got me feeling a certain kind of way. Let me let some fresh air in. The butane stove is, you're supposed to be in a ventilated area, but I figured this truck is not sealed as tight as most people think it is. So yeah. I cook in here with the windows up. Sometimes I crack them. Occasionally I'll open the door, let a little fresh air in. It is what it is. Thanks everybody for coming in. Jeff Coons in the house. What is that the game where you in Russian Mafia try to find what city will pay you the most for hosting the World Cup? Oh, yes, that would be an awesome game, by the way. I actually might prefer that game. I can't wait for that GTA 6 to come out. Ooh, I grew up on that Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Vice City. Never really played San Andreas much. Just never was my thing. I was chasing women at that age of my life. But now that I'm done chasing women, I'm ready to play some Grand Theft Auto 6. Nickel Please says, what's Spam taste like? Spam tastes like ham. Ham. Mostly ham to me. I like the canned ham as well. You can buy a canned ham for you get more canned ham per price. Like a can of Spam is $4 now, if you can believe that. But a canned ham is like $4, but you get more. Let's see. James West in the house. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I'm cooking some Spam over there. I'm fixing to have to get off here and eat the Spam. Six Emperor Tyrantus potted meat. I'll eat potted meat. I'm not a huge fan of potted meat. I know Spam's not much difference, but just the taste. It's the taste. I prefer the taste of Spam over potted meat. Ghost Cat says, I used to play GTA 5 online. Great game. Everybody plays Fortnite now. Yeah. I didn't play no Fortnite over the week, but I watched the kids play a little bit. They get so mad at me when I play Fortnite. They're like, what are you doing? You should be doing this. You should be doing that. And I'm like, I'm trying to survive, by golly. I'm trying to survive, okay? I don't run to the fight. I run away from the fight because I'm typically the guy that gets killed in the fight. So, I've learned survival techniques on that game. But we're going to eat some Spam, folks. Delicious Spam meat is done. Let's, I got the end piece here. It's not the prettiest, but it eats. It eats. Damn, I'm going to flip that over, cut that from the other side. Okay. Lord have mercy. We scorched it a little bit. It don't want to cut where it's been scorched. Don't that look delicious for breakfast? Big slab of Spam. Ooh, it's hard than hellfire. Oh, Lord. God, it was hot. Spam and very, very watered down Mountain Dew. Great way to start your morning, folks. I'm out of here. Thanks everybody for coming in. If you're in here and you smash that like button before you head out, if you could, give me the old like button. We'll see you next time. Have a great Monday, everybody. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Make of that what you will.